Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Stationeers episode 56, which originally aired live on Twitch. Alright, so we were going to make a bunch of hand tablets. Wait, it's not made on... Okay, maybe it's not made on this. It's made on electric. I never know, like, it makes... Why would tablets be over here? I don't get it. I know it's an electro print, but like... Really? Hey, Simple Panda Guy. Welcome. You're playing Valorant. That's a game I have not sunk my teeth into, nor probably will I ever. But, how you doing? Welcome. I am exploiting game mechanics to sell things to a robot. But actually, it's super frustrating. It's not that so much. I never was much of a player of like Counter-Strike, so why would I like Valorant? Your buddy plays this? What is it? It's oh boy. Well, I do have a command for that. To explain it quickly. It's, if you know Space Engineers, it's somewhat like Space Engineers, but less about ships and shuttles and way more about, complicated systems that you build from the ground up. So this is my base here. This is an extraordinarily complex game. Don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Like my walls are covered in like logic chips that are all doing different things, and I'm gonna be a an Apple bootlegger here. Oops. Well, actually, yeah, that's fine. But let me put some of my like random stuff away, so I can just sell a bunch of tablets. I'm gonna get that pumpkin. I'm gonna get that pumpkin. It's Space Engineers with actual engineering and a lot less spaceships. Yeah. No head clicking. Yeah, I will give you a brief, for you and your raiders, I'll give you a brief tour. So this is my fabrication area. This is this prints up electronic stuff. This prints up base building materials. This prints up like plumbing and air ducts. This prints up tools. This is a reagent processor, a chemistry station, and my microwave. This over here turns ice into water, I guess is the simplest way to put it, because your character needs to eat and drink. This over here is my atmospherics that filter different gases. So we have volatiles, like hydrogen gas, we have oxygen, we have nitrogen, we've got carbon dioxide, and we've got chlorine. And they're, they filter to the different tanks that I fill. Upstairs, over here, we've got my air conditioners, which are hooked up to black body radiation. If I could make the jump. I can't make the jump. There we go. My air conditioners here, with their own dedicated battery. This is my outside battery banks with windmills and solar panels up there that you can't really see, and smaller windmills that you can't really see. This floor serves nothing but like an airway, like a sky bridge. And then this sky bridge leads to my black body radiation. No, I mean black body radiation. I don't mean a bug. And then this leads to my automatic farm, my automated farm. But the automated farm has a different gas mixture than my base does, so there has to be an airlock. So here's my automated farm that's automatically planting potatoes and soy, or potatoes and soy. Soy's on the left. I have 16 soybeans and 24 potatoes. Oh. Well, I have no... None of my hands are... Okay, I can't carry anything else because my suit's full of tablets. It's unclear if it's a bug. Well, it exists in real life. So if you've played Kerbal Space Program, you know how you can add radiators to Kerbal Space Program to make sure your ship doesn't overheat? Well, those radiators are using black body radiation. And this is also true of satellites in space, the International Space Station. If you don't want things to heat up in space, you can add radiators to objects in space, space being mostly vacuum. And it radiates, you can radiate heat into a vacuum. It's in fact how the Earth is, well, heated by the sun. Because if you couldn't radiate heat through a vacuum, the sun could not heat the Earth. So it isn't a bug, it's actually just physics, but people think it's a bug because they don't understand it. But if you Google black body radiation, it's a real, it's actual real life physics. Just maybe not in like a artificially created vacuum, because it doesn't work like that, but it does work. You can radiate heat into a vacuum. But I digress. That was the little base tour, and right now what I'm doing is I'm going outside and trading. Yeah, heat is infrared. So in real life, like if my little like radiator setup wasn't real, what would end up happening is that the radiators in the room would be touching the walls, and the walls would heat up as the radiators would equalize the temperature with the walls, and then the heat that radiates out from the radiators itself would heat all the other surrounding walls through the vacuum. That's how it would like actually work in real life, which is to say it wouldn't be a good way to create cool. The thing is, air conditioners in this game are so stupidly overpowered that I don't use them because it is like easy peasy mode for everything. So that's why I use the black body radiation. Because the air conditioners, if you think the black body radiation is bugged, air conditioners are so much more bugged. Hey, I've got a pumpkin. Oh, yeah. Give me that pumpkin. Watch me, like, accidentally eat it. I would be so upset. All right, you. Get out of here. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I hated that guy. Was that the one that crushed me to death? All right, let's see about getting a new trader. Not that I care to trade. I'm going to work on electrolysis. All right, you. Spezmal. Isn't it Spezmal the guys that just try to sell you a bunch of weapons? Yes, I did just get a pumpkin. I don't know if I trust the Harveys with the pumpkin, though. No, these guys have... Oh, they have an egg carton with no eggs in it. That's troll. They have an empty can. They have a Mark II crate. Ooh, fancy. They don't have anything. Depart. Bye-bye. I'm gonna contact 2 more traders to see if there's anything fun that I can buy. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm looking for. Maybe 1 trader, because I'm getting bored out here. Up there you are. There's the trader I'm looking for. Last trade attempt. Chem lab. All right. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to analyze about our what's it called, our capacity. Do I have a storm coming? No, I don't. Cool. No storm. Hello, Chem Lab. Ooh, you're selling me soy oil. Whoa, oh, well, you only have 1 unit of it. That's lame. Because I looked at the cost of the soil. They're selling soil for basically nothing, which looks amazing. No, they don't have anything. Nope. Bye-bye. Look at that eerie glow. Harvey's gonna come up with a band name and it's gonna be named Smashing Pumpkins. Yeah, that's exactly what I fear. I don't want my Smashing Pumpkins tonight. Not like it's 1974. Because I'm a rat in a cage. Oh, vacuum room. Yeah, there's not any room in this vacuum room for water pipes. Not at all.
Power low.
So I'm gonna have to expand it. Open. Now, can I? That's the next question. So, if these pipes go up instead of out, like up here and out, I could expand the vacuum tunnel out this way towards me. Do Harvey still drop goods on the floor? No, they don't. That was one I had the bug to build. They work now. So yeah, let's do that. That also means that this window is gonna go bye-bye. No, not necessarily. I'll have it be like a little bridge or something. Okay. Let's get some, I'm gonna get some frames and stuff like that. I also might... room under the farm? Oh, I don't... that's not close enough to the base for me to... So here's the thing. For me to use electrolysis, I want to quickly... I guess I should explain my needs. So the needs are this. Once I use the electrolysis, I'm going to want to split and filter the gases quickly. So I'm going to have two different filters. I'm basically going to have a I'm going to have a filter for yeah, maybe I did. All right, I'll think out loud for your all benefit. So when I split oxygen, or when I split water, I will have hydrogen and oxygen, right? Follow me so far? That's not too complicated. Now, the hydrogen and oxygen will be in the same pipe. And the problem with that is, if that pipe with hydrogen and oxygen in it, hydrogen and oxygen is fuel, essentially. If that pipe warms up to 32 Celsius, boom, that pipe explodes. Everything explodes. Everything's fire. I am dead. So what you need to do is you need to filter the hydrogen and oxygen quickly, so you have just hydrogen and just oxygen, which is far more stable and won't explode at 32. I would like to store, obviously, the oxygen in that tank right there, or the however I can point it at that tank. That way. This tank right here, because that feeds the base's oxygen. So I might want a vacuum room close to these two tanks here, because once I filter, if I pass the fuel through a single filter that has a filter for, let's say, oxygen, you know all the waste is going to be hydrogen, and then you're going to want to send that oxygen and hydrogen into these into this storage here. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to have it as close to where I'm storing it as possible. That would be ideal, in other words. Which is why I'm thinking it might be good to have a my electrolysis happen here, maybe. But I'm just thinking. I also another requirement of electrolysis is it needs a water, right? It needs water input. So I'll show you an electrolysis unit, so this makes a little bit more sense to you. So, yeah, in order to electrolyze water into hydrogen and oxygen, you need an input of water, and then the output's a hydrogen and oxygen in one tube. It doesn't split it for you. Then you want to filter it off as fast as you can so it doesn't become explosive. So the electrolysis is just it's just like a filter unit, but it's an electrolyzer. So let me see if I can't put it down somewhere. Oh, well, all of the pipe inputs are like underground, so that's not helpful. All right, so here, as you can see, the input, which is water, and then the output here is a single output, which is fuel. It turns water into fuel. And then you need to then split the fuel so that the fuel is not fuel, it's just oxygen and hydrogen. If you wanted to use it as fuel, so another use for electrolyzer is to have a fueled furnace, and that's another perfectly reasonable use for the electrolyzer. It's just I have an electric furnace, so I don't need it for that purpose. It's the same size as these atmospherics. It just doesn't require filters or anything. It will, however, require electrolyzers. I think are like 800 watts or something. They're pretty beefy. And of course, the stupid Stationpedia doesn't even tell me what it requires. God, I hate the built-in. It's really just the worst. Alright, well, the Wikipedia says it doesn't either. It does give you the warning about the 32C explosions. Oh, it's 3600 watts? So I'm going to want the electrolyzer on probably a new network that is not the base power because of its power draw. I'm not going to need to electrolyze too much, but like it's pretty bad. You know, the power requirements. It would brown out my base cables. And I'm over here for pumpkin reasons. Actually, is that not enough room? Hang on. Where can I put the pumpkin? I'll put it right in the middle of the room, because it is my proud centerpiece, and it's totally gonna die. Yeah, proud centerpiece, here it comes. I'll save first. Watch it be like, you ate the pumpkin. No! Oh, I could see myself doing that. Alright, so I have a pumpkin now in the middle of the room. This pumpkin might not have grow lights hitting it, but like, I don't care. I dismissed that trader, so they're not around anymore. And pumpkins only stack to 1. Yeah. Alrighty. Stealthy Khajiit. I have coin. Thank you for the follow. So, given all that information, I think I need a new vacuum room. Which means I need doors, an airlock, active vents. I need the whole kit and boodle. But this is probably the best way for me to make bulk oxygen. Gee, lots of pot. Thanks for the follow as well. That's an interesting name. Oh man, I have a lot of potatoes. So yeah, I am going to probably, what I think I'm going to do is to have a door here for it in this physical location, and to start to expand the base out that way. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's any negative consequences of that. I don't believe there is. So let me get my walls. I'm gonna put the electrolyzer away. I don't need it right now. And plastic. I'm gonna take an active vent, passive vent. Don't need the pipes. Don't need the binding bell. Keep my mining belt. Probably not gonna need the tracker. Passive vent. Steel frames. And steel sheets. I could also have a door. I could have it be up here too. The thing is, I'll explain once more. I want it near this water, and I want it near these two gas tanks. Those are my requirements. And this area here is the best location for it. So I think what I'm going to do is it's going to go out here on first floor. And then if I do another, like, if I have another room for the base, I can use this second floor out that way. And just move this stuff. You know, because I could exist over the weather or whatever. Okay. Yep. So let's expand the base. So what's my current project say? Adding, expanding base for electrolysis. I'm gonna need more steel frames. The other thing is airlocks. Airlocks can be... Well, let me weld these. Yeah, there's a lot of space conforming to do, so I can't just expand anywhere I want. That won't really work for me. I need more steel stuff. Also keep in mind that as long as I don't have more oxygen, it's hard to expand the base that is part of the atmosphere of the base, because I don't have air to put back into that volume, that void. And then the base implodes because of midday pressures from Venus. So there's that too. Dispose of this dihydrogen monoxide? Yeah, I should do that. Bye-bye, dihydrogen monoxide. Oh, could be out of iron for the door. Well, guess what? Lurk is an awesome command. Thanks. Alright, let's see. Has this pulled... Nope, hasn't pulled all the water out yet. Does it do anything other than the announcement? Nope. I mean, I get to read it, so I know that you're here supporting the channel. It doesn't do anything, but it's meaningful to me. That's a fair assessment. So here's some iron. I'm sure our, this is empty, right? Yeah. Turn off the ice crusher controller. My question is, oh, well, I don't want more than one door. Babysit this. So maybe I'll have a door here or something. That way, if I don't know, I'll opt for more floor space. I think is what I'll do. So far, everything is cramped because I've opted to be cramped, I guess, and I don't need to be as cramped as I am. Alright, so we got 7 frames. Let's make some sheets. Hey, network analyzer, can you go in here? Nope. We're gonna put a network analyzer for safekeeping. Well, I know I'm gonna lose it, so I'll run it all the way down here. Got any cool stories? Like what? I'm surprised that we haven't blown up again. And we blew up the once because of this this tank storage going overpressured, but we haven't blown up more than the once. I really would have thought that we would have blown up another time or so. Horrific childhood injuries? I've told some of these on stream already. I was yeah. I had a knife go clear through my right foot when I was maybe 14. That was a pretty bad injury. was a paring knife, and I stepped on it. So I have no arch on my right foot. Totally obliterated. Is that horrific enough? That's... Oh, that was a good injury. I did actually get the plumber here eventually, yeah. It wasn't the same plumber. I never contacted the plumber that I was waiting on and ended up contacting a different one. So I'm going to put the airlock to the vacuum chamber here so that this compartment here can become a permanent expansion in the base where I'm pacing back and forth, which means putting windows in, right? And this opens up some opportunity for future expansion because it's a hallway that it can expand upon, you know, as well. And then doesn't really... And I might want to readjust the furnace parts, but it doesn't really mess with the rest of the base. It's not so bad. I'm gonna need a few more frames and definitely more plastic sheets. Well, let's start plasticking this up. I'm going to intentionally leave the door undone so I can actually get in and out. Let's do this wall later too because of the intrusion of the furnace. So I'm gonna nudge these furnace controls a little bit. What is it? Really just over one is fine. I won't have the pipes to finish. Well, no, actually I have 2 pipes on me. But yeah, windows do blow out in vacuum, but not midday. Or not midnight. Like at night, it will be fine. It's during the day that the vacuum is gonna suck. Sorry. So I could vacuum it out at night and not run the risk of implosions, which is what I plan to do. Because these windows can handle they can handle about 150 kPa, and right now it's 121. So the difference between vacuum to 121 is not explosion, right? So I just have to time the vacuuming. Oh, you mean this airlock? Yeah. I need to fix the airlock so it's not windows, it's walls. True enough. And the vacuum chamber, of course, needs to be walls too. Okay, I need one more pipe there. But I had 2 pipes on me, so that's perfect. Alright, so now that furnace is operational again. So what they're referring to is, yeah, those walls, because this airlock is going to vacuum, needs to be walls, not windows. All right. Okay. Now I need more plastic. But another thing I'm going to do over right here. Set up a little act event. Temporary, but just setting it up so it's not in my inventory. And then the vacuum chamber. Actually, let's run it like this. Just like the other one. All right. There it is. Got the floors for the vacuum chamber. Sweet. All right, we need to print up a whole bunch of plastic. But before I do that, let me see while the sun's coming up, or as the sun's coming up, see about getting some more silicon. Because I know I'm low-ish on silicon. Oh, there's some more lead. Look at the shiny mountain. Oh, I thought that was silicon. Oh, phooey. I had the wrong belt on. Should be like silicon rolling down a mountain somewhere. I'm not gonna bother going looking for it though. So yeah, to finish this project, I'm gonna need more glass and more plastic, and I'm pretty sure I'm low-ish on silicon. So while I can actually see in the daylight, let's get some more silicon. Yeah, this burns my eyes. I'm right there with you. The daylight, when it comes up, oof. Bye-bye, pupils. I think that's the silicon then. Nope, it isn't. I don't know where the silicon went. It's gone. It's quickly getting too hot for me to be out here with my waste tank and ox tank the way it is, so let's get inside. Will it be round 3 of One More Turn? No, it won't. I actually have more work to do tonight. My editing software keeps bugging out on me, so I have to re-render 4 hours of video, unfortunately. It's been doing doing it a lot lately. Part of it is because I haven't updated to the latest version, but if I update to the latest version, I lose some projects, so I'm having to run with like somewhat out of date software as a result of not wanting to lose projects, because the latest version jumps up an entire, you know, version and it's not backwards compatible. So double oof for the lack of backwards compatibility. Alright, so we can easily walk through here once this is removed. Yeah, let's get the silicon smelted. Oh, crap. There was iron in there. Well, someone's gonna be making a centrifuge. Yep. Good job, me. Alright, well, this iron at least I can melt down. You like how it launches reagents like it's angry, right? So this got too cold. So let me output a bunch of gas and input a bunch of gas and warm it up. There it is, warm now. I wonder if that had a bunch of iron. You know, I have an autosave that's recent enough that I'm just gonna scum. There's no penalty. I don't have to pay ducks. There's no ducks given here, so I'm just gonna scum it. I should have checked first that the furnace was okay to use. Yoda, do you forgive me? You forgive me, buddy? What's on your face? What is this? He's like, I don't know. Leave me alone. I don't know. You want a little dimmer? There. Now you have dim Yoda. He's not so washed out. Or what about red Yoda? Well, that's going to start to look a little weird. Demonic Yoda. Party Yoda? Sure. Yoda likes to party. He's noticing the lights? No, he really isn't. He's just noticing me saying his name over and over, I think. Like, look at how... Well, I noticed that one. It startled him. He's like, what's going on? Alright, iron. Alright, let's fart out all the cold gas that's in the tank here. And input new hot gas. Hash monitor reads iron. Give me my iron. Alright. Cut input. Cut output. Get another silicon. There we are. Let's do more iron. Yeah, there we go. Oh, was there silicon? Yeah, well, there's a tiny bit of silicon over there, too. I do need some additional walls, too. I don't think I have any others. No, I don't. I wonder how the pumpkin's doing. Gonna go up and it's gonna be dead. The whole farm's gonna be on fire and I'm gonna feel like Troy with a pizza pie in my hands. As Abed predicted, the evil timeline begins now. What else is there for me to check on? Let me switch this battery out. So we can keep grabbing the carbon dioxide. That's probably enough. Yeah, the Harveys are probably like, oh, you didn't trust us with the new seed, huh? We get you! It's strange that this light is on all the time, because it used to represent that the Atmo was being sipped, and obviously it does not represent that anymore. It just is on all the time as a way to illuminate the base. But it used to carry that other Atmo sipping is currently on meaning, so it sketches me out every time I see it. Oh, this volume pump could be off. Let me flush all gas out of there, and let's actually heat the thing back up. It got cool. Not entirely sure how many walls I'm going to need. I didn't count. I've been checking on the potato growth periodically enough that there won't be a pile of potatoes. Hypothetically, if I left this running forever and ever and ever, and let's say I didn't run out of carbon dioxide or water, I don't think I'd run out of carbon dioxide, but I could hypothetically run out of water, because I do have 1 kilomole of water, though, still. Yeah, it would fill up with potatoes, like, a lot. But then I'd sell them, and I'd be all the wealthier. Alright, so the furnace is now empty of all gas. Pretty much 116 kPa is, or PA is nothing. So we'll just leave the chamber to warm up, I guess. Actually, I don't really need a warmer. 1000's fine. Anything above like 627 is fine. Okay, let's check on the pumpkin, and then I'll get back to building with what little time I have left. Can I party? Can I party? Can I join Yoda? Party rad? Maybe I'm not allowed to. Oh, there. Party better. There we are. Husk wants to party? Hey, Evac. You were enjoying my partying. Oh, two pumpkin. Oh, yeah, there's potatoes everywhere. We've hit a potato apocalypse. That's not true, actually. There was only 20 potatoes, but I guess there was enough of a backdraft that it flung the potatoes at the wall. But yeah, we got a spare pumpkin. So that's good. How you doing, Yvette? I was expanding. So this is my lovely automated farm that does all the farming for me. This picks my soy. Oh, I'm out of soy? Oh no, it's just the bug again, isn't it? Yeah, it's just the bug again. I hate this Harvey. I really do. I really hate this one. Because it's always breaking. Breaking my heart. Such a beautiful design, and for whatever reason, that single Harvey just refuses to play nice. I really don't even know. I really don't even know why that doesn't work. Boggles my mind. But, yeah, okay. So, it's worth knowing that where I placed my pumpkin, it does not get grow light love. So, it's not growing right now, but whatever. I'm not gonna change it at the moment. Getting the Martian vibe from this Venusian setup? Thanks. You should. Heavily influenced, for sure. So my current task right now is to set up a vacuum chamber so that I can cool down water for electrolysis, so that I can split the water or the fuel from the electrolysis process into oxygen and hydrogen. I know those words pieced together individually, the words made sense, but together I know it's a little complicated. But basically, we need to be able to make bulk oxygen. So I need to split water into hydrogen and oxygen so that I can breathe better. Because the real bottleneck to taking my helmet off and enjoying my base is the lack of oxygen that we have to oxygenate the base better. So if we take a look, nah, that's not my tablet. If we take a look here, this oxygen tank literally has nothing in it. It's fully empty. I actually am gonna suffocate sooner or later if I don't get this project done. So, yippee! Suffocation. Yeah, it's very easy to get lost in sub-goals, which is why I've been so strict as to, it would be nice if I added that bell and whistle, but I will not be doing it under any circumstances. Because otherwise it's a rabbit hole that never ends. So, let's plastic up this airlock. And add double paned everything so that if we accidentally hit anything with a crowbar, we're not just doomed instantly. Oh, that's not where I wanted it. And then we're going to expand past the airlock so that I have a spot that I can expand the base to later. So if I wanted to add more base, I could go out this way. It also means this frame here is kind of pointless, but whatever. Up top here, we're going to have walls. Type 1. It does mean that I'm going to have 2 different vacuum chambers, but that's for size and convenience. Okay, there we go. So this is the airlock. Let's weld. I think my welder's almost dead. Not operable for this task. Yeah, it's because it's dead. All right, labeler battery. Let's weld and crowbar. Okay, so now we have an airlock with just no console, no any of the things it needs. Waste tank's filling up. That's not good. So I don't have a way to flush my waste tank, because we never added that feature. And then the vacuum chamber. So the vacuum chamber is obviously going to have to be wall pieces. I don't know if I'm going to double-side it out of cost and laziness, because if we destroy the vacuum part of the vacuum chamber, like, oh well, I just turn on the active vent again, you know? Not a big deal. Maybe I'll double wall it. I think I'm gonna run out of plastic though first. Yeah, I definitely don't have the plastic for it. So that will eventually be my vacuum chamber. Yep. I'm trying to think of, like, the most elegant solution is to take all of the carbon dioxide out of the, Well, this waste tank should be pure carbon dioxide, if I'm not mistaken, right? No, it has N2. Oh, because the nitrogen is full. Yeah. Because I could still do a waste tank dump. So, like, let me... I don't really care about this. I'm going to sell this canister. I'm just going to stick that in my vending machine because it doesn't matter to me. Because it's full of gas I don't really care about. Nitrogen and carbon dioxide is what Venus is made out of, so it's not a big deal. So the thought I had was this. That I have how many moles of oxygen in my waste tank? I have 53 moles of oxygen in my waste tank. And if I turn this off... my gas mixing should be off too. Yeah, so if I turn that off, what you see in here building up is actually farm sipping. The oxygen that got added in there is farm sipping, but we should see 52 moles of oxygen quickly enter this thing from my waste tank. So even though this waste tank here, this canister probably still has fractional oxygen, yeah, has barely any oxygen. 99% of it has gone into this purple tube and is going to be siphoned into the oxygen tank. It will be hot because it's mixing with hot gas in this purple tube. It's 100-degree gas, in fact. I don't even know why it hasn't equalized with base temp, but whatever. So yeah, I don't really need to fix the waste tank thing. Because all I'm losing is like 0.3 moles of oxygen, which the farm generates in, like, I don't know, 5 minutes or something like that. It's really not a significant amount of oxygen that I'm burning. So it's fine. Okay. The next thing. So this is going to be a bit tricky. Or a bit dangerous. So I'm going to save first. But I'm just about out of time. So I'm going to do it as quick as I can. No, I'm really out of time, sadly. I really am out of time. What I was going to do is I was going to vacuum out the expansion to the base before sun came up. but that will end up just being a one more turn, I think. And I don't want to do that. I mean, I want to, but it would not be healthy for me to do it. So I'll end here. So we're ending with the expansion, the vacuum tunnel. Oh, and the sun's coming up anyway, so I would have blown up. So good to know. Where we are going to annex this section here next stream and get the electrolysis process going, which should be good. Should be real good. So let me get back inside, as I don't want to save outside. I'll be confused. So prep the annex for electrolysis is where we're ending up. Not a bad place. I'm gonna end with me having a little bit of a potato snack. You know, maybe I should eat. I'm gonna eat fries. That's where I'll end. With me enjoying a. Given that now we have a ketchup shortage, apparently, I'm gonna eat my fries in here in the video game because I'm not gonna be able to have fries. I don't know about you guys, but I can't eat. It's very hard. They have to be damn good fries or have, I don't know, truffle oil or something like that for me to eat them without. I prefer ketchup. Barbecue sauce or ranch, no way. So here's my fries. Om nom. Thank you for tuning in to Stationeers Venus, which originally aired live on Twitch. This series is now over, but there's still about 10 hours yet to air. With that in mind, if you have feedback for me, let me know in the comments below. If you would like to catch a live stream of mine, Rhadamant.com has my stream schedule and countdown timers. Thank you so very much for watching. I'll catch you next episode, or maybe a stream. Farewell, everybody.